not a soul to be seen. Either everyone's hiding in their houses, or this place is a ghost town. Seastone is big. First, I should gather as much information as possible from up here before I go wandering aimlessly through the town down there.
Stop! Papers, please.
I'm Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm. I'm pregnant and I'm tired. Do I have to get angry as well?
Ah, Princess Ivo. I didn't recognise you. You look so different.
That nauseatingly cute world down there. What's that all about?
The Honourable Council Leader Van Buren is cleaning up the town. Seastone is to become a beautiful and
And the townspeople have agreed to this?
well, strictly speaking, there wasn't an election. The Council Leader was the only candidate left after the brutal murder of the Archmage.
I'm off. I'm going to take a look around.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, madam.
What gives you the right to tell me what I can and cannot do?
Orders of the Council Leader. No one's allowed in the upper town without the appropriate papers. Because of the terrorists.
Because of the terrorists.
It's safety first, Princess.
I have an appointment with Council Leader Van Buren. Take me to her.
Are you sure? I mean, she didn't tell me.
Does the Council Leader normally discuss her diary with the town guard?
No, but
I'm here on an official visit. My mother, the Queen, has sent me to pay the Council Leader Van Buren a courtesy call. Is there a problem?
of course not, Your Highness. This way, please.
Thank you. That'll be all.
But
Council Leader Van Buren.
What now? Oh, you. Why are you bringing the elf in here, Shieldhand?
The elf is Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm. I'm here on official business by order of my mother, the Queen.
Princess Ivo? What an honour! How can I be of service to you?
We received the sad news about the death of the Archmage.
Yes, terrible business.
Almost unbelievable. A powerful mage like Alistair simply murdered, just like that.
The rats and that Withervane, they tricked him, my dear. But don't you worry, we're hunting them down. We're having every rat hole in the town sealed up.
I know Wilbur Weathervane and Remy de Dumas. We're friends.
What are you saying? Friends with terrorists?
I don't believe this terrorist nonsense for 1 second. If there are two sides to this story and Wilbur and Remy are on one side, well, I'm pretty sure that Alistair would have stood with them, and that side is the right one for me too.
So, you are a terrorist, and you admit that quite openly.
I'm the Queen's daughter on a diplomatic mission, and I'm trying to make an assessment of the situation. The last time I was here, the town was full of people.
Yes, we have cleaned up. That encampment in front of the gates was unworthy of the town.
I agree, but where are the refugees?
Gone. And that's why the citizens of this town can live a decent, orderly life now.
And what if someone doesn't want to live a decent, orderly life in a doll's house?
They can leave the town. There's enough room out there. At the moment.
At the moment?
There is no crime in Seastone anymore. No beggars, no one breaking the rules. Wouldn't it be terrible if the rest of the world remained in a state of chaos, disorder and brutality?
You can't impose your ideas onto all of humankind. They have to follow you of their own free will. Or not, as the case may be.
That was how things used to be done. But now there are ways and means of ruling more efficiently.
If that's your attitude, then I've heard enough. Goodbye.
Wait! You're not about to go and fetch a certain artifact, are you, by any chance?
Even if I knew where the artifact of divine fate was, I wouldn't use it.
Oh, Alistair's girl. But you must see that I can't take any risks. Shield hand, put her in jail.
What?
But Lady Van Buren, she's an envoy of the Queen and her daughter.
I will pay a visit to the woodland realm and explain from Queen to Queen. From democratically elected leader to Queen.
This way, please, Princess.
Come any closer and I'll box you. What a lovely dice. Did you make it?
Yes, I can make anything.
Really? And you think of all these lovely things by yourself?
Uh-huh, a few are in my book too.
Oh, the Frog King. Oh, that story was always a favourite of mine.
Mine too.
Here, have a nice play with your dice. The Frog King, eh?
Get her out of here!
Please, come with me. At least you'll be safe in jail. No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
The pregnant princess of the woodland realm, in jail. Luckily, the reporter's got problems of his own to deal with right now. Hey, psst, you there. Do you know a rat called Remy de Dumas?
You're Ivo, aren't you?
Do we know one another?
I followed Uncle Remy and hid while you were having all those banquets and receptions. You were there, and Wilbur, Captain Nate, and the Critter, and Archmage Alistair. It was all very festive.
Can you fetch Wilbur or Remy so they can rescue me?
I can rescue you. I'm in the Resistance.
Yeah, of course, but perhaps your uncle...
He's on a mission, but fortunately, there's a rat here who can help a princess in need. Not possible right now.
How much longer is this gonna go on?
Until you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight. And you should mind what you say.
All right. Never mind the fact I'm not on it. I don't want to help distribute this rubbish. Even if I manage to stick the poster on him without being... end up...
No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
Even if I manage to stick the poster on him without being noticed, what's the point? We'd end up getting a commendation.
It's not my fault you can't comfort yourself with your food anymore.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. And I've already found something
I'll
else
have
to
you out
pass
of
the
there in
time.
no time.
Spit spot.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, then you'll get help, okay?
No, that's not quite straight.
I
either.
lie the poster
Try
on the
again.
chair and Shield Hand sits on it, it'll stick to him. But would it be of any help? He'd end up getting a commendation for turning himself into a walking advertising board. Oh, I've already taken one. That should be enough.
Differences, but this is just
It looks
and
like there's
entertaining.
paste,
Actually,
troll spit,
it's mainly
or
just
some other
entertaining.
kind of glue in the bucket.
Look sharp now. Council leader's orders.
The bucket is clearly too big and too heavy for me. I couldn't even pull the brush out of the paste without being spotted by Mr. Fox or Mr. Shield Hand.
No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
How much longer is this gonna go on?
Until you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight. And you should mind what you say.
All right. Even if I managed to stick the poster on him without being known, he'd end up getting a commendation for... The door looks quite solid and even...
No, that's not quite straight either.
I lie the
Try
poster on the
again.
chair and Shield... But would it be of any help? He'd end up getting a comment... This fire is lit every night. Oh, that stopped since he lost one of his dimensions. A couple of bits of charred wood have fallen through the grill. I'll take one.
It's not my fault you can't comfort yourself with your food anymore.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. And I've already found something else to pass the time.
The door looks quite solid and is probably locked. And even if it isn't, Shield Hand would notice if I opened it. I've got to get rid of him. Both of them, if possible.
No.
I'd love to write what I think of him and the council leader on his back. But, although he's mostly made of card, I think he'd notice. The symbol of the resistance. That should be hanging up all over town.
And entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council leaders
Now Mr. Fox is busy sticking up wanted. That'll take him a couple of hours by the looks of things. Time to turn Mr. Shield
No.
Hand into an advertising
That's not quite
figurehead for the...
straight either. Try again. What the? What is it? Hey, Fox, is there something on my back? Can you see anything?
Oh, yeah. I can see something, all right.
What is it? Is there something stuck to me?
Now, what would the council leader say if our very own town guard was making propaganda for the rebels?
Propaganda? But I haven't...
Don't worry, I'll get it off. It might sting a little bit.
But no!
Stop that resistance sympathiser!
There are 3 keys on the town guard's key ring. One of them should be for the door to the guardhouse, the others for the cells. This is the second time I've had to rescue one of the big heroes of Aventazii. Timmy Mousevich, hero rescuer. Ivo, I've got the key.
Really? Well done.
Can you reach it?
No, but I've got a blanket in here which I can rip into strips. Right, that's sorted.
Wow, you're really, really fat.
I'm pregnant. Somehow. Where are Wilbur and the others?
In the underground. I'll let them know you're here.
But where? Oh. If I do my job right, a bucket with an E if I ever need anything like that. From celebrate steep. I can't believe how I think he must have. Of course, statues will always be the first to lend their support when there's a revolution. I'm not sure who.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Working late, are we?
A merchant's work is never done. Now, if you don't mind, I'm off on holiday.
Who takes care of business when you go on holiday?
We don't get many walk-in customers nowadays. We concentrate primarily on production. But when I get back, I'm going to talk to the council leader about opening up new markets.
And these are tribbles that you're selling?
Fresh off the press, so to speak. The management's efforts have optimized production decisively.
Then one just needs to find someone who wants something like that.
I'm working on that. In my opinion, every school kid in the land needs a magic slate like this. I'm going to speak to the council leader of the merchants about that.
What did you say? Where's the entrance to the underground?
I didn't say anything, and you've got no business down there.
And where exactly have those fluffy things been manufactured?
Not in the underground.
And this privy doesn't lead there?
No.
Then may I use it? Or is the flush not working?
I don't know anything about any underground. I just want to earn an honest crust. Why does everyone seem to have a problem with that? I'm taking these ghastly things to the school, then I'm out of here.
In the past, I'd have climbed. No, a merchant stall. Maybe it belongs to one of. Seastone. I've never understood why so many people want to live in such a small place. The whole town looks like a rubbish tip over a sewer. Despite this, everyone was drawn here after the war. Seastone's. A great disguise for the secret entrance to the underground. No one would be keen to know whether things plopped into a privy would disappear too. And the merchant was in such a fluster that he forgot the padlock. Hello? Anybody there?
Hi, Vo. Is that you?
Wilbur? What on earth have you been up to?
Well, you see, it's like this. And then he didn't pull us up. And then Timmy came and said you were in town. And then you called out, Wilbur! And I...
Thanks, I'm fully informed now. It's a pretty long story.
Yeah, but exciting too, right? And sometimes funny and a bit sad and...
What's the next step? How are we going to change the Archmage back?
So, actually, I wanted to, someone else should... Wilbur was going to run away.
What?
That's water under the bridge. We have problems to solve.
Exactly. We can't simply leave the town to this dreadful Van Buren. And from what we know, it's likely that Munkus is sneaking around here as well.
So what do we do?
First, I'm going to get you up here, I guess. Then we can work out together how to rescue the Archmage.
But Remy's right. As long as the wand still exists, there's no way we can defeat Van Buren.
Master Alistair will know what to do.
Don't rely on me. Rely on yourselves and on your friends.
What? You have to speak up.
That's what the Archmage always said. Remy believed him. That's why he took the matter into his own hands.
What's happened to Remy?
He's relying on me. I'll follow him and we'll find a way to destroy the wand. You pull the zombies and Nate up, and then come up with something for the Archmage. Maybe we can also help one another a little. Maybe we can use the basket to exchange items and talk to each other through the hole.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Go get Esther, Gulliver. Time for some fresh air.
I don't know how to thank you, Wilbur.
It's all right.
Our second child will definitely be called Wilbur. What do you say, Nate? Want to see the stars?
You wait here, Timmy.
But I can help.
You sure can. If you hear terrified screams coming from the hole, then think of something.
You are going to find Uncle Remy, aren't you?
Of course. The rope has served me well twice already. Maybe it'll hold up for a third time, too. It's heavy, probably. Anyway, you know, somehow I can't think of anything witty to say about this rock. It's heavy, probably. Anyway. Okay. The time had to come sooner or later. Ah! Oh, hello?
Another one.
For years no one visits, and now all this activity.
Hello? Who's there? I'm Wilbur.
Said the ugly dwarf, whilst peering into the darkness.
Hey, I'm not a dwarf, I'm a gnome. And Mum says I'm a handsome little fella, too.
He said defensively, but this did not impress the darkness much. Next, the dwarf said,
Not that I have anything against creepy voices from the dark, but maybe we could have a little light here?
Why is it dark? And what could you do to make it light?
The young hero stood in a beam of light, surrounded by the deepest darkness, and the voices said,
Two trolls look up into the night sky. One asks the other, what do you think? Is there life on the moon? And the other replies, well, of course! There's a light on, isn't there?
Ugh.
Fantastic.
Who are you? And why don't you come into the light so I can see you?
We can't.
Well, we could. That we just don't want to. We are gods. We can do anything.
You're gods?
He froze, as if struck by a bolt of lightning, whilst the implications of this danced wildly around his head.
Actually, no, not really.
But you must. You are speaking to gods.
What exactly are implications?
Hey, hey! Two cannibals are eating a clown, and one says to the other, he tastes a bit funny.
Oh, do be quiet. I'm trying to create atmosphere here.
Isn't it about time for a riddle?
If you're gods, then can't you just say something like, let there be light, and it gets all bright in here?
Two trolls are looking up into the night sky, and one says to the other, "What do you think? Is there life on the moon?"
Not again.
Of course we could create some light. Or it could simply just be light in this cave. There's a challenge in that.
But
said the little dwarf,
why does everything always have to be so complicated?
and stamped his foot on the ground.
Say what?
You have to stamp your foot on the ground.
What kind of gods are you?
Well, we are...
Wait! He has to create light first.
Did a rat in a hat pass through here?
asked the gnome in a brave voice. He, however, didn't know at this point that he would be leaving the caves without his friend.
You know something about Remy?
That's what one calls foreshadowing. It's a device used to keep the audience entertained.
Showing something other than complete darkness might also be helpful.
He's got to solve the riddle first.
So what's with Remy? Was he here? Where did he go?
Oh, I've got another one. One politician says to the other, "I don't know why no one likes us."
And what exactly has that got to do with the story?
Thank you for the conversation. I'll look around a bit.
Not without any light.
Hey, two cannibals are eating a clown, and...
Well, that was a good one.
You scared him away.
He liked my jokes.
That's called irony.
But what's so funny about that?
Aside from the light coming through the hole, you can hardly see a thing down here. And I think I need more than just a torch or something like that. It sounds like I'm in a fairly large cavern. Hello? Are you still there?
Where else would we...
Can't you give me a little help here? There's a little rat sitting up there who misses his uncle.
Emotion overcame the dwarf, and tears of anger and exhaustion welled up.
That's not true! And I'm not!
You must understand, the protagonist must come up against problems.
Put as many obstacles in his way as you like, but can you still help me?
Perhaps a joke would calm the situation down.
No.
I need to find a way. Doesn't have to be a particularly bright.
A little...
As long as we get...
Up's even worse than down.
Wilbur, have you found Uncle Remy?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. Timmy?
Yeah?
You can hardly see your hand in front of your face down there. I need a light.
We could build a torch.
Not only is it pretty dark down there, but pretty scary as well. A flickering torch? That casts shadows? No thanks. I need something different. Something that illuminates the whole place. I've got to get back.
You can do it.
Someone with taste couldn't bear to have this stuff around any longer. There's so many new... Hi, Ethel.
Ooh, you always have this habit of creeping up on me.
You and Esther did a great job of that fluffy paint. Although, I'm still not sure I understand it all.
What's so difficult to understand? Yellow and blue give you green, pink and fluffy give you fluffy pink.
There's a colour called fluffy.
fluffy jumpers had dyed with it. Many wash powders are made almost entirely of fluffy. Oh, young people today, absolutely clueless with regards to alchemy.
You and Esther got along well together, didn't you?
Surprisingly, yes. Didn't want to eat me or anything like that. Nice person. Gone now. I'll miss her.
You could visit her sometime.
Lots to do. But, yes, maybe.
I followed Remy down into the dark hole.
Ooh, what's it like?
Dark.
Then you need to sort out some light. Chop, chop.
I have to be going, Ethel.
If you need stew, you know where to find me.
She gets startled every time I speak to her. Without Gulliver, the three of them took, and Ethel still has... The basket will let Ivo know. Very handy. Ivo?
What?
Not that I'm not overjoyed to see you, but what are you doing in Seastone?
I need to talk to Archmage Alistair. There's a little... problem.
Unless it's about catching flies with your tongue, he's not going to be any help to you at the moment.
Well, the problem can wait. I hope.
Monkus has completely disappeared since the fight in the staff room. Do you think he's still in town?
Yes, I fear so. Like flies to Arbor's pot, dark sorcerers are attracted to power. A little girl with seemingly unlimited magic. He'll try anything to exploit that.
And he can transform himself into anyone. Be careful about whom you trust up there.
Who says he's up here? He could be down there with you. We must both keep our eyes peeled.
Remy said that much of the city's been transformed. Is it really that bad?
Some buildings have been badly affected, but nothing that couldn't be fixed with a few flaming torches. What's worse is that some people have also been transformed, and no one dares to say what they think anymore.
That is terrible!
Van Buren's intoxicated by power, worse than Joffrey. She's insane, she's going to ruin our world, and she has the means to do it.
Luckily you're here, Ivo. We'll stop them.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Where's the council leader? Whatever you do, don't let her catch you.
It's okay. She's on her way to the Elf Burrow. She wants to pay my mother a visit.
Doesn't that worry you?
Nah, she'll get nowhere in the Elf Burrow. Elf protective magic is powerful.
So it's just a question of how long it takes Van Buren to figure that out.
She'll be furious. It's best we're no longer here by the time she gets back.
For my search for Remy, I need something I can use to light an entire cave.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Thanks. I have to get going. Don't get caught.
Good luck. Keep your ears stiff.